Hi stamping friends, welcome back. This is one of the cards that is in the September 2014 online stamp class. And I want to show you, of course, some little tricks. But the first thing I want to show you is I promised on video 1, I believe, of this series that I would show you how to line up the cardstock, because this cardstock is a lot smaller than on that first card. But if you will line it up inside of the embossing folder so that you are catching the little dots on both sides, I think you'll be a lot happier. I know I was. The first one that I put through it, I didn't do that. I don't know, I had too many dots on one side and not enough on the other. So just wanted to share that with you as you're running your cardstock through your embossing folder. So like I said, I think you'll be happier. And I wanted to tell you, you know that we stamped all of our pieces ahead of time. I went ahead and cut out my pieces. That's just another step. And I put them just in a little container. Don't just leave them around on your craft table because you'll lose them like I did before I started this video. So for this card, I'm going to get 2 of my banners out, and then I need the little thankful banner. Now for these cards, they are all fitting in that holder. Remember the cute little holder that was on the previous video? You do not use any dimensionals on these cards. Otherwise, guess what? They won't fit. All right, so I'm going to pull out my card base. Now these are note cards from Stampin' Up. They come scored. They are nice quality paper. I'm going to use my bone folder though and give it a crisper crease. I wanted to, I talked to you about how tying the baker's twine on video was kind of stressful for me in the past because it's a little bit harder to do. So let me show you the little trick that I came up with. I'm turning my cardstock over, so this is the back, and then I want to just put a little bit of snail adhesive right there, and it's just gonna hold my baker's twine in place. And if you'll notice on this card, my bow is off to the right. All right, that's important to know because you need to have your ribbon or your baker's twine wrap more around so that you can tie it on this side. All right, so then once you kind of eyeball it, go ahead, push that down so that it stays in place. That little bit of snail is going to help you, I promise. All right, so once you have that done, go ahead and use some of the multi-purpose glue if you have it. If you don't have it, I recommend you get it because it just works so well for your embossed layers so that they don't come off. Put this top back on. All right, so now I'm going to pick up my piece. Take my card base, hold on to the baker's twine on either side, and then lay this down. Okay, now by attaching the baker's twine to the back, that kind of keeps it in place where I want it while I'm putting the liquid glue on and attaching it. Then by having all of this stuck down, it is a heck of a lot easier to tie this baker's twine. Like I said before, it kind of stressed me out trying to tie it because it's thin and I'm on video and all those kind of things. All right, so you kind of want to hold, I'm holding down where the loops come together so that I don't pull it all the way out. All right, and then I'm just going to tighten it up. And then see, I just have a little bit that I have to trim off. And of course, we're using my AKA ribbon scissors that I love to use, which I'm sure you've seen them on previous videos. All right, so then that's all of the excess I have on the baker's twine. Then I'm going to take my banners and again use the liquid Tombow because I am attaching these to the embossed layer of cardstock. All right. And then I have this little tiny banner that I stamped Thankful. So we're going to add some glue there, and then we're ready to put it together. All right. So the first one, by the way, I cut these out with scissors with my snips because I was just on a cutting, I was cutting everything else out. But on my sample, notice that there is a white border around the banners because that one I used the framelit banners from Banner Framelits. Oh, I said that backwards, from Stampin' Up. All right, so I'm just going to lay this little piece here, pick up my next banner, lay this right here. Okay, there you go. All right, so just for a second, I'm just kind of putting even pressure just to get that glue cemented on. And then we're going to take our Thankful. Oh, and the other thing too, when you use the liquid glue, if it slides on you, you have a few minutes, few seconds to scooch it over. There you go. See how I scooched it? All right, so now I'm going to take this piece, lay that right there, and that card is done. All right, how fast is that? Okay, I will see you on the next video, which is for the September 2014 Online Stamp Club. Take care.